What's up, guys? It's been a little while since I've flown the Spider and I'm really itching to fly it again. You may remember from the last video, I had some landing gear issues. So today, before I fly it again, I'm going to add a couple of reinforcements.
Send in our reinforcements.
And so I've been thinking about changing them out for aluminum parts, but you know, since I got so much overwhelming praise for my last video on all the plastic parts on this build, especially from iForce2D, who's kind of a legend in this space in my opinion, said that he just loved all my 3D printed parts. I decided to approach Prusa and basically beg them to help me out a little bit with a better 3D printer, since most of mine are pretty crappy, and they really surprised me when they offered to send me a free Prusa Core ONE 3D printer in exchange for showing it off in my videos and giving some honest opinions about it. So you'll be seeing the Core ONE in a few videos, but that's not a problem because honestly I love Prusa.
He's not making it for you, he's making it for me. I will share with you.
Seriously though, one improvement I am making is I'm no longer using ABS or PLA on my 3D printed parts from here on out. I'm using ASA, which a few of you guys have recommended, and I've started using a lot more for work. So I've kind of fallen in love with ASA recently.
I love you, I love you, I love you!
And the Core ONE makes it a piece of cake to print. What do you guys think? It looks a little bit ugly, not as pretty as when it just had like the helicopter looking skids, but it's definitely more sturdy. You can see these aluminum bars here, which I put back on here just to mount the battery, they were from the seat, and since they're mounted to just the back and front and they don't make any contact with the ones on the left and right, the problem with trying to load it down before was that any weight on there would only be distributed between the back and front arms, which did not have any landing gear beneath them. Now that it's all on the same level, it's got plenty of support.
Support can be beautiful.
All right, this is the first test flight with the upgraded landing gear. I still have not done any tuning. I just wanted to take it out for a test drive with the new wheels. I'm so funny. There's been absolutely no wind all day long until I pressed record on all my cameras. I'm gonna go anyway because it's just a light breeze and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's hit it. Arming. Well, the landing was a lot more solid. You could see I pitched forward at takeoff because it seemed like it was stuck on the ground from the back. That's why it went forward so aggressively when I took off. Okay, let's fly it back. Yeah, I think I'm probably done flying it until I get it tuned. Well, it was fun. And since the landing gear is so solid, there shouldn't be any damage at all. I'm still flying in stabilized mode. So That's why it was very wobbly and it lags a lot in its responsiveness. So by the time it actually listens to my stick input, I've already moved on and tried to change it. It almost feels like when you've lost traction in a car.
Steering's a little loose. Alignment's off too.
And all you can really do is hold the steering wheel still instead of trying to overcorrect every time, because that'll just keep you sliding. Kind of feels like that. Anyway, at least nothing broke because the landing gear is pretty solid now. So I'm glad we made that upgrade. And now I keep saying I'm going to tune it. It's time to actually tune it. I just keep pushing it off because I don't want to do it.